Yeah, so brand new for NAB.
Exactly. So Open Media Platform is really a response to, as all of our networks with our customers are growing, that we've realized we have to have a firm focus on how we deal with the problem of scale,
Yep.
how we deal with the problem of being operationally consistent, and how we make sure we can scale live media networks that are always under pressure. The pressure on the industry is growing and growing and growing, and you can't afford to let the operational complexity scale in the same way. So Open Media Platform is Net Insight's approach to making sure that we take a holistic view of all of our products and all of our services that execute these networks, whether that's contribution, remote production, primary distribution, studio connections or trust boundaries and interconnections within our networks, and taking a consistent approach to making sure operations always remain simple and operable, especially when you need it the most, which is when the live event is under pressure.
So if we break that down a little bit, how are you actually achieving that?
Yeah, exactly. So most of it comes down to orchestration. So we're bringing a lot of intelligence into our user interfaces, making sure that you're orchestrating different live flows simply, easily, making sure that we're simplifying any operations that happen through our systems. And that can be as simple as being able to create end-to-end services without creating point-to-point services, but it can get us, it can get down into the configuration of our devices, making sure we're fleet managing all the pieces that make up our platforms rather than expecting our users to dive through each individual block and time again. We've moved, I think, as an industry past, you can't just have 3 boxes in your portfolio and hope that they're going to scale up to thousands and thousands of feeds, and to be able to individually deal with that, you have to make sure that is orchestrated consistently and automated as much as possible.
And the automation, I guess, is a economic way of scaling.
Exactly that. You have to take away the overhead that it takes to build these networks, and the way sports in particular are engaging their fans is about getting more content in to create more variance out, and whether that's variance for different demographics, whether that's different feeds from the venue, in-car, sidecar feeds, data-driven feeds. The amount of stuff we're moving is going up and up and up, and if we don't take this automated approach, then you soon blow the total cost of ownership in operating your networks for your customers.
It's ironic, isn't it, that we've got more need for bigger scale, but there's less money to actually do it with.
Exactly, and that's why we've now got a really firm eye on making sure the total cost of ownership makes sense across all of our networks we're building for our customers.
Yeah, and the solutions here on the PowerPoint, contribution, remote production, distribution, connectivity, are all part of the Open Media Platform.
Exactly, and I think traditionally Net Insight have been known at the very left-hand side of the chain in contribution.
Yeah, sure.
But now our networks are spanning, production networks, primary distribution networks, interconnects, so that where we're operating is growing and growing and growing, expanding all the time. And the only way we can do that, when you look at end-to-end solutions, and a holistic approach to the platform.
And that must be a common challenge you hear for people at shows like NAB. The common challenge is the scalability, which I guess that's why it's here.
Yeah, exactly, and they want to normalize operations, so a single platform makes a lot of sense to deal with any network activities within their business. And I think one of the other things we're doing is making sure that we're absolutely open to interoperable standards by kind of design as well, making sure that as you move through wider workflows, there are different components, different standards that come into play, and we should be open and accepting of all of them to make sure that's as frictionless as possible as well.
Excellent. So available now?
Absolutely, it's a core part of our product offering now across the portfolio. Lots of work's being done to make sure we take this consistent approach in everything we do.
Cool. Jonathan, thank you very much indeed. Where can people find out more information if they're not at the show?
I think the website's a great place, netinsight.net, and they can find out all about the Open Media Platform and all the components that come together to build it.
Amazing. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.